Also, the first thing that I actually taught them was to keep a ledger.
Hmm.
Because the ultimate goal for the whole family is to utilize the all created trust as our bank and use it for everything.
What exactly pushed you over the edge to be like, oh yeah, let me work with the fanpreneurs?
The fact that you guys are personal, everybody actually has a Facebook, everybody has an Instagram, everybody actually is doing a form, but no one is willing to do the field touch
Hmm.
familypreneur aspect, to where they're
Hmm.
like, hey, here's my phone number, just don't abuse it.
This is Detrick Daniel. He is part of our fanpreneur program. Pretty much, my man. What I want you to do is just kind of like explain what you do, in a nutshell, and kind of get an understanding of where you were at before compared to where you're at now, especially since before the program.
Okay. So what I do in a nutshell is long story short, I actually help people that are looking for someone to develop a website, a logo on Craigslist. I actually have things set up on Craigslist where I have people that come to me, they pay me, and then I go to Fiverr and get it for the low, and basically just keep the rest of the profits and let Fiverr do all the work. So basically, I don't do any of the technical piece. I'm just the middleman. So that's
Oh,
what I do in a nutshell.
that's nice.
Um, and other than that, I actually am in the family of three beautiful daughters and a beautiful wife. So house full of women looking for a hamster or a gerbil with some
Right.
testosterone.
Just a little, yeah, need a little bit of balance,
Absolutely,
nothing crazy.
absolutely.
I
But
like it.
yeah, that's what I was doing before, man. I mean, but I knew I needed the structure. I know I needed foundation. I needed to protect my family's assets.
Mm-hmm.
And Thanksgiving came around, and I was actually doing my research, saw the ad and the promo that you guys had, and really was impressed. And I did not hesitate. I thought that you guys offered, credit repair,
Mm-hmm.
and also, in addition to that, three different trusts.
Yep.
And that's one thing that I had not seen. Where it had the family trust, the ministry trust. Well, let me put it in. Let's make a set up the balance. It was the ministry, the
Mm-hmm.
business, and the family. Is how
Yep.
you guys actually set everything up.
Yep.
And I jumped on it immediately. And you guys split the payment, and I was like, okay, my bank only allowed me to split it, so I actually said, okay, let me actually just pay the first half right now, which was like 8 o'clock. And then when midnight came, I went ahead and actually paid the other. And you guys got so scared. Your mom actually called me personally, like, "Hey, I'm about to refund you this. This ain't how it works." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm like, nah, keep that. I ain't got time for y'all to be calling me talking about I need that other installment. Go ahead and get it all right now. It's the
Right.
holidays. Happy
Right.
holidays."
That was a good holiday season for sure. That was definitely a good
Yeah.
holiday season. So like tell us what are some of the things that you implemented that kind of got the ball rolling. I know you mentioned that you got the protection and the trust, but like what exactly like if you could be in detail, like what did you get that you implemented?
Can you elaborate when you say implement? Are you saying after setting up the trust? If I'm
Yep.
going step by step of how I set it up?
Yep. Yep.
So basically, I actually in the program we actually had a community that came together. We sat down as a family and we read through the contract, the trust itself, to identify exactly what we'll be responsible for as far as who the grantor is and who
Mhm.
the trustee is, who the beneficiary is. And then we went from that point to understand the responsibilities of the three.
Mhm.
After that, we actually broke it down into, okay, what assets do you have, and from that it was all about, okay, what benefits do you get from the three different trusts that you have,
Right.
and understanding exactly how to utilize those three.
That's good. That's good. What I really love is that you sat down with your family, right? Because most people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Most people try to figure it out themselves, not knowing that it's a family trust. It's a family endeavor, right? So like these things
Mm-hmm.
you actually need to have a conversation with them about. Um have you started implementing like a weekly meeting with your family?
Yes, yeah. We also the first thing that I actually taught them was to keep a ledger.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ultimate goal for the whole family is to utilize the all create a trust as our bank and use it for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we I've done a lot of research as far as the SEC.gov
Yep.
and understand how to utilize the trust and utilize the trust that we all received when we were born as well,
Mm-hmm.
and utilize express trust as well,
Yep.
um, to where we can actually start working on discharging debt and understanding how to protect ourselves and basically just live free. So yes, we talk all the time because that puts us in that green area. We're novice, so I want us to be very familiar as a family of how to maneuver the way we should be maneuvering as a people, as the people.
I like it. I like it. And I know you mentioned like some of the results that you had is that you were able to get all of your trust together and kind of put your family. Like, what would you tell somebody that's kind of sitting on the fence right now? That's like, yo, I want to get this done, but like something stopped me. Like, what would you say to them?
I say, don't get out of your way. Get out of your own way. Take all emotions out of the way. If you already have pulled the trigger to invest in yourself, then get engaged, commit to yourself, and write down the simple goals. And I shouldn't say simple, but to me, when I mean simple, it's more of what is it that you want to get accomplished. And I ain't talking about I want to buy all these businesses. I want to actually leave a legacy. It's more of I want to understand what I just purchased,
Mm,
and I want to know the benefits that I actually will have in my safe after it has been taken care of and actually written up correctly. And then from that you can actually start setting up bullet points like, okay, I actually have a bank account. Okay, now I actually have my credit straight. Okay, now I can actually go as far as I want to go from that point. But yeah,
mm.
just start off simple by actually, understanding what it is you're a part of. And also the community, entrepreneurs, understand what they're willing to offer you and how they can support you.
I like it. I like it. So let me ask you this: what really pushed you over to the edge? Because I know you mentioned that you had you excuse me, you saw us through a program. You kind of, but like, of course, you had to do a bit of research. You see what I'm saying? You it wasn't just like a boom. Let me just give them their money. You had to make sure that we were legit. So like, what exactly pushed you over the edge to be like, oh yeah, let me work with
The
the
fact that you
fanpreneurs?
guys are personal, everybody actually has a Facebook, everybody has an Instagram, everybody actually is doing a form, but no one is willing to do the field touch
Mm,
familypreneur aspect, to where they're
mm.
like, hey, here's my phone number, just don't abuse it. If I don't answer, text me, and
That's funny.
and and I'm gonna hold you accountable, and hey, you say you're gonna do this, and I'm not gonna just take your money and disappear and ghost you. And that's one thing that you guys actually made sure of, was that we knew that you guys cared more than we knew that you guys knew. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And you guys were up front. Hey, look, we're dealing with people. Some people that we actually invested in ourselves, they're flop, but that's people.
Right.
And I mean, the fact that y'all actually told us the truth, actually, it put me at ease. And that wasn't in the marketing aspect. The marketing aspect was that, hey, we actually formatting the trust. And I'm like, hey, I could do all the research under the sun by
Mm-hmm.
just hitting up Google, Bing, Yahoo, or what have you. But what is true, what is facts? I got to go on faith at sometimes. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's
And,
very true. I like
and
that.
when I actually just saw how everything was professional, how you guys had everything laid out, and honestly, it's funny. Right before Thanksgiving, you had your birthday, and I actually had invested in myself on your birthday when you had gave the promo. Was that as far as the 3 day, I think, challenge?
Yeah, yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, you went live in your car, and I was one of them on the live. Like, yeah, let me go ahead and jump on this. It makes sense, And that's the thing about me. Help me understand, make it make sense. If it makes sense, I don't have to ask any more questions. From that point, if you jump on live and I have the opportunity to do a Q&A,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my questions already written up to where I can actually ask on the spot. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm
So
glad. I'm glad that live. I'm look that that birthday live did a lot of things. I felt like that. I feel like you and another person said the same thing. You came from another live. I was just like, man, it just goes to show what impact can do. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's that's that's
absolutely.
that's so true. So, man, Dietrich, I appreciate you for hopping on here, man, sharing your thoughts about the program and what really pushed you over the edge. And I hope that everyone else here found this helpful. because Detrick got all his trust done. Okay, that man. When I tell you he didn't waste no time, I think it was, how long did it take you to set up your trust?
Oh man, look, after we had the first recording with the trust professional, I'm gonna call him.
Mm-hmm.
After that 5 day program, I was done. Because what I did was the first day I just sat back, observed, took notes, and then the second day out of that 5 day, I started doing our trust because I was able to have the recording that she actually gave us
Mm-hmm.
from the first day. So by the time we got the fifth day, it was all about just finishing up, buttoning up some stuff, and then waiting for you guys to tell me what to do next. I wasn't wasting no time, man. Plus, with all these rules and regulations out here, I was like, I don't know what to expect, so let me go
Yeah.
ahead and get my done. Then I could just sit back and ask any questions that I may have to actually clean up what I've done messed up.
Yeah. So you're telling people that you can pretty much get your trust done in under 30 days.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, oh yeah, oh yeah. 30 days if you buckle down and you focus and you just go ahead and actually do what is asked of you. Because I mean, the fampreneurs have it already set up. One, two, three. All you got to do is just actually listen, take your notes, and execute. That's the key.
Mm,
And I mean, you just actually put some sweat equity into it, have some sleepless nights because yeah, them trusts are long and you want to read everything in the trust. Don't be signing all this stuff because you don't know what you're signing.
that's true, man.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
to answer your question, take your time, buckle down, treat it as if it's your last days, and go ahead and actually set it up for not you but your family. Okay, now I'm talking about your grandkids you're never gonna see. you
That's
know.
true, man.
So
What? Man, that's super deep. So, man, appreciate you hopping on, giving a testimonial for the people. We definitely want to make sure that people understand that it's simple, but it's not easy. You get what I'm saying? It's simple but not easy. But it just, like you said, takes a bit of sweat equity, and everybody got that. You see what I'm saying? So, Dietrich, appreciate you for hopping on, my man. Thank you so much for coming through. I know you busy. You know what I'm saying? You out here whipping it out there in the streets. So I appreciate you for coming through, my man. And everyone on here, make sure y'all tap in. All right, y'all know that this isn't for the people that are curious. We're talking to the people who are serious.